Welcome, everybody, to our motivational talk with the topic of dealing with changes. We have invited Dr. Reza here as our guest speaker. He is a leadership designer and a coach, an author, and as well as the co-founder of the InControl Group. Since this motivational talk is about dealing with changes, have you encountered any changes that has brought a huge impact to you? And would you mind sharing that experience with us?
Yeah, so I think when it comes to the major change in our life, right, there are so many things that could happen. Whenever we go through different passages of our life, especially when we are growing up, for example, once we are we get out of like a family protection. So that's the first major change that happened for most of us, and for me also was the same because I was also moving out of the comfort of my family and so on. Then after that, you move to university, then you start, your first job, and you will see a lot of like surprises, so you will get into, I'm sure every one of you, the day that you join, for example, your first company or first job, that's where the most important years of your life, I always say this, your first job is the most important job that you can have, because most of your characteristic, most of your leadership style, you always learn it from your very first boss. Yeah. So joining a great organizations and making sure the persons that you're going to work with or work for, it's really, really an impressive person, because I can tell you, your character will be formed in the first 25 years of your life. And the most important years is usually the first few years. Here's what I found. The best solutions, guys, that you can do whenever you go through a change and you are confused, you don't know what you need to do, you got to talk to someone who can guide you through that process. That brings us to the importance of having a mentor. I would not be even 5% of who I am today if it was not because of my mentors. Mentors are super important to guide you through those kind of changes. So they can guide you what to adjust, what to basically change so that you can be successful through that process. Mentorship, frankly speaking, is everything. Certain things. Yeah. So you might be asking, like, so what is actually an InControl? So this is basically the things that I noticed that living an InControl life, it's the point that you love what you do, you love who you do it with, you love who you do it for, and you love how you do it. Okay? I repeat again now. You love what you do, you love who you do it with, you love who you do it for, and you love how you do it. It means how long you do it, when you do it, where you do it, right? That you have to take full responsibility for the things that you can control.
Okay.
And you are not supposed to apologize or even use it as an apology for the things that we cannot control. All right? I repeat again. You need to take full responsibility for the things that you can control, and you're not supposed to apologize or use it as an apology for the things that you cannot control. I came to this realization that motivation is a total crap. Motivation doesn't even exist. You see, motivation is like taking shower. You take a shower in the morning, you need to take a shower in the evening. It just lasts for a couple of hours.
Okay.
So what you need to do, instead of focusing on finding how can I motivate myself, or who is going to motivate me, this is what you need to do. You need to look for what is your driver in life. Okay, you need to look for what is your driver in life. And I know some of you say, so how do I find what is my driver? This is the questions you need to answer. You ready? You better write it down. What is the one thing or one person that you are not willing to sacrifice it for anything else in this world? I repeat again. What is the one thing or one person that you are not willing to sacrifice it for anything else in this world.
What if we disagree with a change because it goes against our values? Like a change that goes against our values, or something that, we just couldn't accept. What would we do then? Like, what would you do?
So there is something that you will learn later on in a workplace that, to be frank, 99% of the people, they have no idea what is that. It's something called honor. Okay, honor. You see, what's the difference between honor and respect? Yeah, respect is like this. When you guys joining this session right now, you are honoring me, as a speaker. Okay, but do you respect me? Not necessary. I need to earn that respect, right? Because you don't know me. This is most of you, perhaps this is the first time you see me. You honor me, meaning that you are listening there, you are quiet, you're taking notes, you're taking my advice in. But whether you're going to respect me or not is a different thing, yeah? So now, back to your question. When you join an organization, the very same things exist as well. We need to honor and respect the company and the people that we are doing the work with. We need to honor the people that we are working with and reporting to, okay? So meaning that, what is the meaning of honoring someone? It means that I would never say anything behind your back that I would not say it into your face. It means no gossip, no blame, no backbiting. Okay? So now let's come back to the questions that you asked. I needed to give this background for you to know where am I coming from. So here's what you need to know. Guys, the day that you cannot honor your boss, the people that you work with, the organizations that you're working with, the day that you cannot honor it, it means that you are talking about your boss, behind his back, you are gossiping with your colleagues and so on. I mean, you will experience all these things, That's the day that I think it's better for you to leave.
Okay.
It's better for you to leave because your values and the values of the organization or the value of the persons that you are doing the work with, it's not sync. Don't stay in an environment where you have to complain all the time. Like, this is against my value, this is not acceptable, why these people are doing this, blah, blah, blah. So if you are in that zone, it's better for you to leave. Don't stay and complain. Okay, so now for those of you who you are committed, you want to build some discipline, you want to know how to do it. Guys, the only way to do it in a very consistent way, it's by creating for yourself what I call it, it's not me coming up with this, it's something that, been around for some times. To create for self something, we call it as tracking board. Okay, tracking board. So every day when you are doing it, you just tick. Yeah. And I can actually show you guys even an example of how I did it when I wanted to write the book. So I come up with this goal. I wanted to write it every single day. I wake up at 6 a.m. until 7 a.m. and I write. When I say every day, it means every day. You mean even Saturday, Sunday? Yes. Hari Raya? Yes. Chinese New Year? Yes. Every single day. I did not miss a day. And this is the thing. So how long do I need to do that? 10 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Write it down. You need to do it for 10 weeks. Most people, they said, this is something that we all learned before at the university time also. They used to tell us that, you want to build a habit? You got to do it for 21 days. Have you heard that before? 21 days, yeah? That is a very, very old study done by Stanford University back in 1950. It's already totally outdated. The recent study, guys, is that you want to build a habit, you got to do something for 10 weeks. It means like roughly about 77 days. That's what's happened. 70 days to 80 days, you got to do it. And I did that. I can actually some people, the only way for them to learn is by losing, by failing, you know? That's why they say sometimes you win, sometimes you learn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. And that's why like some people who are very negative, you help them one time, you help them two times. When you know they're going to impact your life and you are becoming a negative person as well, then just don't be around them. As simple as that. You have to choose the people around you very wisely. Don't forget this. You are always an average of 5 people. You're spending most of your time with them. Who are they? I can sit down literally with any one of you here and ask you, who are the 5 people you spend time with? And I can predict your future. Your future completely determined by the quality of the people that you're spending time with.
That's very true.
Yep. It is very true. There is one lesson that I want to share with everyone, which I learned it many years ago from Jim Rohn. So the lesson is this. You see, every one of you here would like to become a millionaire. I'm pretty sure there's nobody here who would like to think that, okay, I want to be a poor person, you know? So every one of us, we want to be a millionaire, right? I wanted to become a millionaire too. And so this is one of the things that I learned many years ago. Here's the lesson, guys. Earning 1 million or becoming a millionaire is not very important. You know what is very important? Who you should become to make 1 million, that is very important. Because once you learn how to make 1 million, you can make 2, you can make 4, you can make 10, you can make hundreds of them, right? So the goal, it's not about 1 million. The most important things that you should always remember is that money is not important, but who you should become to make that money